Hello folks, and this is Captain Jimmy Johns, and today we're going to be doing a video tutorial on how to start up the Aerosoft CRJ700/900. I'm sorry that I haven't got to any videos in the past months. I've been kind of busy. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, let's go ahead and get some ground power going. We're going to be using this flight pad called Dave, and you can kind of hear it in the background. Alright, next we're going to put on the battery master switch, and you can see all the lights pop up here. Turn off all the warnings. Now we're going to switch it to ground power by clicking the AC button. Now it's in use. To get rid of the yoke, I'm going to hit this click spot right here, and both of the yokes do go away. And now let's go and start the FMC setup so we can get that out of the way. Today we're going to be at Seattle. And put in the IRS information, the FMS position, previous page, set it there, and I'm going to go and turn on our IRSs. IRSs are right here next to the parking brake. Once we got that, we're going to go to flight plan, and we're going to go from KSEA to CYVR. Alright, and our route. So to input the route, I'm just going to click random letters. It's saying it's invalid, so I'll go LQQ. Yeah, I know one. PAE. So to PAE, we're just going to go as a sample. And then once you put in your route and put in all this information right here, the alternate airport, or the origin of runway, flight number, route, or if you want to import a route from the aircraft database, you can do so. Then we're going to hit execute, and that will pop up a line right here on the nav display, and it's saying we're going direct to PAE. Alright. Then I'm going to go back to our checklists. Things set up. Oh, forgot one thing. Fuel. We need fuel. Alright, so for fuel, let's just say I have this amount of passengers in here. And it's not going to take that away. Keep it at 63. Lower the cargo. Lower the fuel. Alright, and now set load payload. There we go. And our takeoff trim is going to be 8.6. Our center of gravity is a little off, but this is just for practice and training. So now I'm going to show you the checklist. Sorry. Alright, so the checklists. So let's go and start with the safety check. Circuit breakers are closed. Notice we're steering. Notice the steering should be right here. Laser steering is off. Hydraulic pumps are off. Just confirm that hydraulic pumps are off. Landing gear lever is down. Flight spoilers lever set to 0, as you can see. /flaps lever is set in the actual position, which is up. Radar is off. ADG manual release is stowed. Emergency flaps are set to norm. APU and AC. Alright, so I'm gonna go and show you all how to set up the APU. So first things first, let's get fuel. So we're gonna press the fuel pumps up here, so you can see both pumps come on. Alright, we got that. So now we're gonna look down here. So you see this little note here saying door closed. When we click here, and you want to make sure the APU gen sets APU. When you click here, give it a few seconds, and the APU pops up. Now the door's open, and we're ready to start the APU. Then we're going to hit the start button, and the start light pops up, turns on. And now if you watch the EGT rise, EGT is rising. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to transfer the power from ground power over to the APU. So to do that, we're going to hit the AC auto bus transfer switches right there, and you can see the in-use light on the ground power goes off. And alright, back to the checklist. IRS is set to nav already, as I showed y'all. Emergency equipment's checked, gear and safety pins are on board, airplane documents checked, hydraulic 3A pump is right here. You want that on first. That's the only hydraulic pump switch that goes on for now. FMS and initialization page, initialization, sorry, is been completed. Internal and external pre-flight checks have been completed. Pedals and seats, harness is adjusted, crew oxygen and masks have been checked. Audio warning panel and electrical power panel has been checked. We're going to go ahead and do the ground proximity warning system. And while that runs through its tests, we're going to continue our checklist here. Panel has been checked. Fire detection, fire X monitor test has been completed. Copilot redid that. External lights, we're going on. Turn on the navigation lights, which is going to be right here. Can't see it from this position, but right here, we're going to switch that light on. Fuel panel, and we're going to go and check the panel up here. Fuel panel.
400.
Fuel panel.
300.
Looks good.
200. 100.
Bleed error panel, we already checked. APU panel as required. Start panel has been checked. Hydraulic panel, ELT is on reset. Switch that. ELT is on reset. Checked. Cabin pressurization panel has been checked. I'll show you guys how to do that. So cabin pressurization is going to be right here. Right now, we're just going to leave it on auto, but for landing elevation, elevation, we're going to set it to just 500 for this tutorial. Set ice detection test system. Turn on some probes. Turn off that one. I don't know why that switch isn't working, but oh well. No, I want the bar just in case. Alright. Sorry about that, y'all. Air conditioning panel has been checked. Ice detection, windshield is off. ELT lights are armed. Standby compass has been checked. Orienting checklist 202. Knows we're steering. Again, is off. Clocks. Just show you guys, we're not going to use the clocks because this is just a tutorial. But to set the clocks, to get the clocks going, you hit CHR right here, and as you can see, it starts running the clock. We're just going to stop that. Instrument panel has been checked. ECAS and standby. We're still going to get rid of some of these. Anti-skid test has been completed. MOG bay. I'll show you guys where those are. Do not. They're gonna be right here. Checked. Checked. Back to armed. Test has been completed. Upper pedestal has been checked. Thrust lever quadrant to the cutoff position. Avionics have been checked. Trims been checked. Yaw damper. The yaw damper and stab trim. So first we're going to turn on the stab trim. I'm going to hit engage that, press that button on channel 1 and channel 2. Then pressed. In mock trim you need to set, so we're going to click that. It's operational. It's been engaged. Yaw damper. Click yaw damper 1. Yaw damper 2. And as you can see up here, it'll go off. I'm going to go to arm the emergency lights. So I don't know why. Didn't do that, but emergency lights have been armed. Inboard spoilers. We'll worry about that in a minute. Source select panel set to norm. Lower pedestal been checked. Before start checklist, we're going to go and begin this. And while we're at it, we're going to come off ground power. Release those chocks. Back to our checklists. Passenger signs. On. Go and turn the volume up for y'all since we got the generators down. A little too loud. Alright, passenger signs are on, landing elevation is set, altimeter is set to both. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit more. FMS/IRS has been set, radios and nav aids set for departure, takeoff briefing. We're not going to do that because we're not doing a flight today. Alright, clear to start. So to start this aircraft, and also the transponder, turn on the standby comms, switch that to on, turn on the transponder, you flip this switch to 1 and it will put the transponder to active. I want to switch the radios, COM 1 radios, use this to change the frequency high, the bigger number higher and the smaller number to lower or higher, whichever. Alright, switch that back. Alright, to start this aircraft, first of all we're gonna got the fuel pumps on. So first we're gonna hit this button here, which will start the starting process of number 2, and we're gonna watch the N2 number 2 right here. So it gets to about 19 or 20, then we're gonna flip this red switch right here. 19. I want to click that, and it will put the right throttle quadrant into the idle position right here. And we're going to continue to watch this. Make sure we get a good engine start. While that's doing that, the autopilot, the flight director is on. And go ahead and turn on our nav and our speed. Our altitude's already set. Alright, we got a good start on number 2. And let's go ahead and start number 1. Same thing as we did for number 2. We're going to watch this right here. And then I'm done here and click this as it starts up. Alright, 20%. We'll induce the fuel. And the engines out here. We'll start it up. And we got a good start on that engine. Now we can go back here. personal electronic devices are off. AP electrics are on. Papers are on board. Takeoff date has been set. Doors are closed and locked. Beacon. Go and turn on the beacon. We want to turn on the beacon before start, but just for this purpose, I just did it after. Fuel pumps and quantity have been checked. Hydraulic pumps. Go and set to auto. You want to right click for auto. And parking brake as required. Engines have been started. After start, Gen 1 and 2. Your Gen 1 and 2s are going to be up here. Switch Gen 1 to auto and Gen 2 to auto. Bleed valves and packs are auto/on. Turn on the packs. Anti-ice as required. APU as required. We're going to go and shut off the APU. We'll take it off APU gen and hit the APU start switch, which will turn off the APU. And you can see here, the APU is spooling down. APU is spooling down. Probes are on. Electrics have been checked. Rudder's been checked. Nose over steering. And go armed. And that's it, guys, for that tutorial. That's how you start up the Aerosoft CRJ. I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial and learned something from it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section.